Well, let's talk a little bit more about SBI. Siddhartha Khemka, the head retail research at Motilal Oswal Financial Services, joins us on the show. Hi, Sid. Morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. Well, it appears SBI has strong cushions this time around to protect the bank from any kind of shocks and also has adequate capital this time for growth. Now, the ROAs are more than 1%. The ROE is at around 17%. Is it still well placed after the kind of run that we've seen this year?
Yeah, hi, very good morning, Nigel. Glad to be on the show. So if you look at SBI has been consistently delivering in terms of results as well as Q4 numbers have been pretty strong. The PAT grew 24%. It has a 28% beat with our estimates, mainly driven by higher other income, lower OPEX, and more importantly, lower than expected provisions. We saw some of the PSU banks where provisions and slippages were higher than expectations, and hence there was some concern whether SBI could also see an increase in provisions, but that was not the case. NII was up 3%. So I think overall, if you look at SBI has made a swift recovery over the last few years, and the cumulative profits of the last 3 years have been equivalent to what the company had earned in the previous 20 years. So that is the kind of growth that the bank has seen. And with the economic growth, and especially the corporate side, lending side, seeing the kind of recovery, we believe SBI is well positioned to deliver steady earnings. The key question here is what kind of valuations you give to such kind of steady earnings growth company with a decent ROEs, improving ROEs and ROAs. And you can clearly compare it with the likes of some of the larger private sector banks, like the likes of Axis, which currently trades at 2 times forward, while an SBI is trading at 1.5 times 1 year forward. So we are definitely very positive on SBI. We believe that the discount SBI trades to some of its private peers is no longer warranted. With the consistent delivery and the strong earnings growth trajectory, we believe there could be significant upside and re-rating potential within SBI. So right now we are valuing it still at about say 1.4 times on FY26 basis, which gives us a target price of 925. But we are internally discussing whether that discount could narrow down in future going ahead.
Okay, in fact, many brokerages have gone ahead and raised their target price on SBI post the numbers, right? Nomura has raised it to 1,000 rupees. Morgan Stanley has raised their target price to 800. I mean, SBI has already crossed that, but most of brokerages are upbeat there. Siddharth, hi, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on escorts, because not only were the numbers weak, the revenues have actually fallen, but the management outlook is also quite muted. They talk about low single-digit growth for the sector. The tractor industry, would you be cautious now, or do you think it's a good time to buy the dips?
Yeah, Sonia, good morning. So I think the industry volume growth had been highlighted in the previous quarter itself, where both M&M and escorts had clearly given a mid-single digit kind of growth guidance for the industry. The good part is that with the expectation of a good monsoon, recovery is something that we are expecting in the H2. Nonetheless, in the near term, I think with the ongoing elections and the slow movement demand in the rural side, I think the Q1 numbers could continue to remain weak. And post the monsoon and the elections, I think there could be some pickup in the tractor business. Nonetheless, very weak outlook by escorts. I think the near-term outlook doesn't look that constructive even for the full year. We would see that the expectation is not that strong for escorts, and the valuations are at very high. So within the, if you were to play the rural theme and the monsoon, I would prefer an M&M where you also have the passenger vehicles plus the tractors. And we would look at some of the two-wheelers, for example, a Hero Moto, which kind of get a very good number. Valuations are comfortable, and they are best suited to play the rural recovery theme.
Okay, Siddharth, just stay on.